If you notice, the Food and Drug Administration is not called the Healthy Life Administration. Instead of dying for our nation, let's start living wholeheartedly for our planet. After a heart attack, no one asks whether the dead man got enough protein or not. He obviously had too much. That's why he is dead. This is why people routinely need heart transplants or valve adjustments. No one is asking if we are getting enough synthetic growth hormone. I believe an individual has the right to kill himself if he wants to, but he does not have the right to kill an innocent animal. Everybody wants health care, but everybody needs health education. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, strokes, and obesity are not what one randomly gets by chance. They are what one gradually achieves through their consistent daily actions. These health challenges are nature's sign pointing directly to some causal action that is not suitable to the human body. For example, it has already been proven that if you consume milk, you are more likely to get cancer. Cow's milk contains a protein substance known as casein, and when it is exposed to cancer cells, it is like throwing gasoline on to a fire. Dr. T. Colin Campbell of Cornell University has discovered that by adding or subtracting casein to animals, they could immediately turn on or off the production of cancer cells. Heart disease and cancer are the lesser of the well-known twin towers. Call 911, for these are the terrorists living in our communities. These debilitating physical conditions used to only be known among royalty and the social elite. But now everyone can afford to buy meat, and insurance companies afford people to be constantly sick. Even with all the information of vegetarianism being a healthier choice, people are still oddly willing to die to feel rich. We must realize that meat symbolically stands for a means to provide for one's family, giving a sense of stability and security. This is why meat is generally thought of as being nourishing or a good thing to have in one's life. The mysterious problem is difficult for us to see because it is right under our noses. It is what we put in our mouths, and it is also at the other end, where we can't see. It is the place that is taboo to talk about, and where it kicks us in the butt. If we want a healthy body, it is quite evident that the earth's body must be healthy. It is impossible to have a healthy body with an unhealthy earth. We are so dependent on the earth that we are the earth. When we view the earth from above, we can see that this is true. Consume yourself with all the colorful wonders of the natural world found in the produce section and experience the peaceful, radiant beauty of a rainbow. This is why rainbows represent peace. This is the light one carries around with them in their lives. It is the one gold vegan Olympian Carl Lewis embodied, bolting beyond the finish line as the fastest man on earth. Being a vegetarian was the groundwork of Leonardo da Vinci, who was one of the most creative geniuses ever to grace this earth. The vibrancy of vegetarianism was also found in the painterly color work of Vincent van Gogh, one of the most beloved and prolific painters in world history. And the great Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, who was born over 200 years ago, also evolved into being a vegetarian in his lifetime. So isn't it time that we all evolve? The only effort it takes for this great evolution of man is for us to buy a bunch of grapes instead of a bunch of chicken parts. Americans do not eat their beloved cats or dogs. Most dog owners have a difficult time catching their own domesticated dog or cat when they get loose. So why do we think we were meant to eat domestic animals? To love cats but hate cows is as ludicrous as saying, I love Jews but I hate Catholics. Carnivores don't sweat, but herbivores do. Are we sweating? Animals are living beings just like us, and they all need to be respected in their vast variety of forms. The ones with master's degrees in consciousness were, are, and always will be the ones who practice the virtue of non-harming. Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Baha'u'llah, etc. are all in this graduating class. It is time for all of us to graduate.